The movie is played out way too long. It has to be. It's over. The runtime is over 3 hours, and that's ridiculous because you can't have that. Because you will just fall out of the movie. You're not gonna want to watch it anymore. That's just too much. So but look, let's get to the movie. All right. The characters: Finn, Ray, and Poe. Daisy Wrigley, John Boyega. Everybody in the movie. They all, the actors, from the actor's standpoint, from acting in the movie, they do a good job for what they have. I would say that. Daisy Wrigley, John Boyega, the guy that played Poe, I gotta look up his name. I always forget his name. But the movie itself, I feel, I'm gonna be honest with you, it could have been better. Could have been that. Oscar Isaac is just the name I was looking at. Oscar Isaac. Adam Driver, he did a pretty good job with what he had, with the material he had. Rest in peace to Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill. He did his parts for what he had. And hey, big ups to Lando, Billy D. Williams. Lando made a comeback. Now, he should have been in the second movie. Should have been in The Last Jedi. But like I said, yeah, The Last Jedi fucked shit up. The Last Jedi was not good. It was not good. And like I said, it had enjoyable moments in it, but it wasn't good. And The Rise of Skywalker really shows how bad The Last Jedi was by trying to undo a lot of stuff. But they really had J.J. Abrams really had no choice but to try to undo a lot of the things The Last Jedi did, because The Last Jedi was all over the place for one. And The Last Jedi really just told a far different story than The Force Awakens told. So, look, let me just pull this back together, because I feel like we all over the place. I feel like I'm all over the place. It's hard because I'm a big, prominent Star Wars fan. And I'll start by saying this. Disney, not Daisy Whitley, Kathleen Kennedy and Disney seemed like they didn't have any new material coming into this trilogy. And that's the problem of Star Wars right now. Until Star Wars gets somebody who's like, i.e. George Lucas, the creator of the franchise, to start off this universe, take risk with this universe, and put some new storylines together, new characters together, new worlds together, then you're always going to have this problem with Star Wars. People would like to bitch about George Lucas, but guess what? George Lucas took chances. George Lucas took risk. George Lucas put what he felt out. His own concepts, his own thoughts. I could always appreciate that. I'd rather fail putting out what I believe in and what I want than to, succeed with some used material for somebody else. Like I say, that's my own personal preference, but I think George Lucas did a great job with his original, Star Wars creation, the original trilogy. And I'll say this, the prequel trilogy is, if not better, I think I will say, I think the prequel trilogy, and it's hard for me to say this, is better than this new trilogy. Because at least a prequel trilogy is original. This new trilogy is not original. People, you can argue this. The Force Awakens, New Hope, Last Jedi. It's just I can't even, it's not going to even go there. And The Rise of Skywalker is just a cleanup job from The Last Jedi. And the problem with it. You get old characters, old villains. Palpatine is back. Darth Sidious, who died in the first one, should not be coming back. And if you're gonna bring him back in a creative way to where everybody is kind of shocked he's back. I mean, I wasn't shocked at all seeing him back. I mean, hell, we could have at least got Darth Plagueis. Give us Plagueis at least. Give us somebody we haven't seen before or didn't know much about. Disney gave us the same characters, expecting different results. What's that saying? The definition of insanity is doing something the same way, doing the same thing, expecting different results. So, and I live life like that, and so I just feel bad, and for Star Wars. I really hope that going forward we get some brand new material. I know we got the Clone Wars supposed to be coming back out, finishing up their arc, and right now I'd rather the Clone Wars, I'd rather Rebels, I'd rather something going into the Old Republic than what I've gotten so far. So, that's it on it, I guess. All right, Aaron Hernandez. The Aaron Hernandez story. Man. It's kind of depressing even thinking about it. All right, Aaron Hernandez. All right. Aaron Hernandez was a talented football player, I must say. Very talented football player. And the tragedy of Aaron Hernandez comes in back in his University of Florida days. He's a prominent player with the Florida Gators. He helped Tim Tebow and that team to win it all, basically. College championship. And he did it. He was a prominent part of that team. He went on, I guess, from the University of Florida, doing some despicable things, onto his pro career in New England, continuing that lifestyle he had. And it's a tragedy. It's really a tragedy. Look, I'd say this. Urban Meyer is probably one of the best coaches in college football history, in my view, in my eyes. I still love him as a coach. The biggest thing on his record is that he basically, to be honest with you, had lost control of his players. Every player, not every player, but a lot of his players were soon to be criminals or just bad people or not forthright people. And Aaron Hernandez is definitely one of them people. It's not just his players, his staff, and I don't know. It's tough for me because it's not like this is Urban Meyer's doing, But to a sense, it's like it's your program, so it's your responsibility, it's your fault. But it's tough, man. And I don't want to make this, about Urban Meyer. But of course, he has some culpability with things that has happened in his programs per se. And now Aaron Hernandez, his life was just monstrous, man. He did some very bad, evil things to some people that even with one guy resulted in death. This guy's death, his death, he killed him. It's crazy. It's crazy. You wouldn't expect anything like that from a football player. Your job is to play football, not to be out here on the street doing the things that you're doing. So it's tough, man. It's a tough subject. You hear things about his homosexuality, his girlfriend or wife or whatever. I think it was his fiance they had a child with, and the things he was doing behind doors, it's one of these even behind doors. I don't even want to say that, but the things he was doing that were not on Sunday, just kind of, it's really sad. It's really sad. So I feel bad for that chapter of his life in football. Presumably, this pronounced him dead in jail via suicide, I guess. That seems sketchy. So it's a sad story. It's not much to say about it, but I mean, I feel bad for him. I feel bad for his relative, his family, his child. That's why this life, man, you got to make the right decisions. You got to be a better person. You got to strive for excellence. Strive to be better. You can't just let the perils of life haunt you. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much money you have, it's about who you are and your character. Don't ever let money define you. Don't ever let money take away from who you are as a person. And that's my message to you guys today, man. Look, Know the Reviews is back, man. And look, I'm gonna be doing another show pretty soon. Hopefully today. If not today, definitely tomorrow. We need to get back on board with this, man. Got Bad Boys. Bad Boys for Life is out right now. I want to go see it. I'm gonna see it today so I could release a review on it. And it's definitely gonna be a spoiler-free review. I'm not gonna do any spoilers on that thing, but I will let you know my Know the Review ranking on it. All right. Look, this is Big Kells. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend. We back to Know the Reviews. Holla at your boy. Thank you for joining the show. Peace.